Yo, what is up, everyone? Brian with you from TheGameCommon, and we are doing our AI-only championship series here in Civilization 6. We're down to the final 12 civs. We're getting closer and closer to these always elusive finals for these civs, but, you know, we still got to eliminate, another 8 civs along the way, so, you know, it's getting interesting. It's getting interesting for sure. So, I do want to apologize at the end of the last episode. When I went and rendered it, I realized that I didn't actually switch the input into my screen, so you could actually see me do all the adding and stuff like that with the final group, which was like, whoops, but you know, oh well, it's fine. It's not that big of a deal. So I did go ahead and random number generate the last, well, actually I didn't random number generate the last 2 groups, or at least the 12 civs into the 2 groups. I decided to do something a little different. So what we did with group 1 is I took civ number 1, the Maya, who came in first place. We put them in group 1. Then we put Babylon, who got second place in group 2, then third place in group 1, fourth place in group 2. Then we did the exact opposite when it came to group 2. So 1 was in group 2, 2, so on and so forth. Now you're like, well, what'd you do with group 3? Because one civ would be a little more, or one group would be more balanced or imbalanced. So in that case, what I ended up doing with group 3 then is I put, I random number generated that, and we got a 2. So then I put Byzantium in group 2, and then I put the 4th seed, English, in with them, and then I put 2 and 3 then in group 1. So those are your 2 different groups then. Group 1, we have Lady 6 Guy, Poundmaker, Trajan, Lautaro, Simón, and Tamar. And then group 2, we got Hammurabi, Genghis Khan, Gandhi, Basil, and Victoria. Group 2 is stacked, man, which I don't necessarily mind. I think that means we're going to get some interesting civs. I mean, then again, you have Poundmaker and Lautaro here and Simón. So I suppose we actually have quite a few really good civs left. So this is going to be interesting here. So we're going to keep doing exactly what we're doing with the rest of the knockout rounds. We're going to be doing 2 rounds of 200 turns is what we were at. No, we're at 215. Yeah. And then at the end of 215 turns, the 2 civs that are at the bottom are going to get eliminated. That's going to leave us with the final 8. When we get to the final 8, we're going to merge everyone back together. No more groups from that point on. So let's go ahead and start game. I'm going to put a pause in and we'll be back when we get a map that will work for us. So 1 minute. Okay, map attempt number 2. Let's see how this one shakes out. I don't remember, were we on a small map or a standard map? I think we were still on standard. Yeah, I think we're on standard, which will work a little bit better. I mean, at least it'll be more likely that we actually get a map that works for us. Okay, so Cree are on an island to themselves. How do we feel about that? I don't necessarily mind that. Tamar also has an island to herself. Her island's a little smaller, but it's not bad. I don't mind people having islands. It's just when the islands are comparatively just absolutely imbalanced, like, you know, compared to like what the room other people get. Like either they have way too much or not enough. I think this is actually going to be fairly okay. Maya's up there, and they might be a little trapped, but it's not end of the world. Mapuche, I think, has okay room as well. And then Simón has, like, this whole thing here, although, admittedly, Cree might get over there. Yeah, I actually think this will work. And then we got Rome over here. Okay, no, I like this one. I think this one's okay. And I actually kind of dig the fact that we have some islands because we never really seen the islands. So, yeah, mostly it's been more of a pseudo-Pangea map, which, you know, we could look for a Pangea map. The problem with Pangea maps is they don't necessarily always work right. Just because it's a Pangea map and, like, if it was, like, a legit, like, circular Pangea map and everyone spawned on, like, the outside, then maybe that would work. But then, even then, you'd have to have a perfect spawn for like 6 civs or something like that, but then it would also try putting a spot for the player. So that's ultimately where the bigger issue comes in, is the fact that they like try spawning in the player, they give a player the spot, and so it just doesn't really work. So anyways, all right, so you are getting immediately attacked by some barbarians, but so far not that bad. Actually, interesting enough, Gran Colombia is having a little more trouble with the barbarians than anyone else. Cree is looking pretty dang okay. They don't really have any barbarians there, and it looks like Tamar is okay as well when it comes to barbarians. So I think everyone's already got 3 cities up. Hey, guess what, guys? It only took 2 times for us to find a map. Oh my God. What is this? What is this? How freaking amazing is this? So still haven't got my second jab. I'm recording this on Saturday, which is like, what, 2 days after I recorded the last one. So ended up having some time today. I was like, you know what? Let's actually just record it today and get this one out. I don't know. Next week is going to be absolutely crazy because I'm helping my dad do a bunch of stuff for the holidays. So like, I don't even know how many days I'm gonna be home. In addition to that, between me and Emily getting a haircut on Monday, when I'm also supposed to be helping my dad on Monday. And then Tuesday, we're getting the jab early in the morning, which I might be also working on Tuesday, but I don't know because I don't know how I'm going to feel on Tuesday. And then Wednesday, am I going to be dead? I don't know. Thursday, I should probably be okay if it like is like the other jabs where, you know, I'm fine after like 24 hours. So I don't know. So right now, this will put us videos through Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So I will definitely have videos through Wednesday this week. After that, we'll have to just see how everything ends up shaking out because, you know, kind of need to work probably first. And if I have time, I'll do some recording. Problem is, work's just been leaving me so blah. So I hadn't really wanted to like do recording at night. So I don't know. As for the holidays, I mean, I'm not doing anything. We're not going anywhere. So my parents are in town. Emily already went up to Connecticut to see her family, last month or something like that. And she's actually hanging out with her mom next month, too. So, like, we're not really going anywhere is the point. So because that means I can get some recording done. Also, I think the week after Christmas, which would be next week for you guys, I should be fairly open because, like, I don't think I'm going to be doing too much work, if any work. So, anywho, all right. Point is, that's what's happening. How's the game looking? There's not really a whole lot going on because everyone's somewhat far from each other. And we had 2 civs on islands. Really, the only one that's going to end up fighting, it looks like, is Lautaro. Might come declare war on... Actually, it looks like both Lady Six Sky and Lautaro might have declared war here on Simón. Nope, as of now, it's just Lady Six Sky, but it looks like she's going to get a ninja here. She's got the vampire rolling in here as well, which is, you know, actually for once, the AI is utilizing vampires. Good job, Parker. She's got a water bottle. Parker, bring it here. Hey, I can't pause the game, Parker. Let me see the water bottle. Parker, hey, thank you for bringing me the water bottle. Oh, thank you. You're so good. Uh-oh, I left Jeff out. 1 second, guys. We're good. All right, I got Jeff. So normally I move like the water bottles and stuff because she'll go and grab that, or Jeff if I'm like recording and she's like, hey, pay attention to me. So yeah, that was awkward. And of course we get a pause right there. So, and actually we didn't get a pause. What happened to war? Okay, Lady Six Guy ended up taking Kincia. So congratulations there. Lautaro did not come for the war yet. I'm actually a little surprised. Although Lautaro's only at 218 combat strength. Simón's really weak right now. That being said, I don't anticipate Simón to actually just like take this. I imagine he's going to go push pretty hard here. Now, the interesting thing is Rome's starting to itch up that way. Looks like he's at war against La Venta. Yeah, he's trying to take La Venta. So that's going to be, well, he's going to end up wasting a bunch of military might there. So that's probably going to keep him from declaring on anyone else here anytime soon. Lautaro's getting ready to throw down another city. Simón is having some issues still. The other issue here is he's not really expanding. And there's the Lautaro war. Actually, it almost looks like he declared war on Lautaro, didn't it? Nope. Lautaro declared war on Simón. Just because, like, where Lautaro's troops were placed. All right, so he does have another city going down. Good, he needs that. I just cannot imagine him not grabbing Kincia back at some point, whether he declares war on him or whether or not he ends up just getting it flipping. So, okay. Papoyan is also now currently getting knocked down. That being said, Lautaro doesn't have any siege equipment, but he's doing really good damage. The walls are coming up, though. 3 turns, however. But the only thing is, all he's got right now... No, he suicided. Okay, he suicided the heavy chariot, which actually turned out to not be a suicide. And, dude, Simón's getting hit from both sides here. He's finally popping walls up. It's a little late on these walls, admittedly, but all right. Rome still has quite a bit of room. Tamar's starting to run out of room, but how is everyone doing here on score? Ironically, Simón is not at the bottom. Tamar is, which, you know, she once again is kind of screwed. She's got a little production here, a little hills. Yeah, no, she actually has a decent amount of hills. She also has a really good petro location if she actually goes for it. We'll see whether or not she can pop that out. Now, Lady Six Guy is probably the one that's going to run out of room first here. Lautaro's still got a decent amount of good territory. Rome's got a lot of good territory, so this is setting Rome up quite nice. And Dude, Cree has vampires and Beowulf, and they have no one to declare on. Oh, poor buddy. Poor buddy. All right, so he actually also just took Carthage de Indias. So Simón is down to 3 cities. Oh my gosh, dude. This is crazy. We've never seen an AI get eliminated here for quite some time. I mean, what, we've only seen it once in this entire, like, 3 months of recording that we've done this? So this is kind of crazy. Is it going to happen? I doubt it because he's got the walls. Here's the problem. He's going to get a Dark Age. There's, like, if he somehow manages a Golden Age out of this, I would be just absolutely shocked. Because he won't have his unique unit. I don't remember what his unique building is. Yeah. Gran Colombia. Unique building is the Hacienda. So when is that one? That replaces mercantilism. So unique to Gran Colombia. Yeah, so he doesn't have that yet either because he shouldn't have mercantilism. Point being, he I don't know where he'd get the points from, nor does he have a wonder right now. The other thing is religions. Doesn't look like he has a religion either. All the religions are gone. So Georgia, Mapuche, Maya, Cree, and Rome. So everyone but Gran Colombia has a religion. Yeah, he's in a bad spot here. He's in a very bad spot. 12 turns left until Judgment Day, essentially. Man, he needs a golden... Dude, I don't really see him coming back from this. I really don't. Because even with the Dark Age here, he's going to need, like, a Golden Age and a Dark Age. And, like, the odds of that happening are just so unlikely right now. And honestly, there's also a chance here that there's too many Dark Ages here, and then he just can't get anything, and he gets completely flipped. Like, I would not be shocked if we're seeing the end of Gran Colombia here in the next few turns. He got absolutely wiped, though. 2 things really played against him. Number 1, Lady Six guy having that vampire early on, very, very, very strong. And then number 2, the fact that, like, Mapuche was just kind of waiting in the shadows. And the funny thing is, Lautaro just is not strong at all. Well, I mean, he's got 333, but I mean, where? Yeah, I guess he's down here a little bit, but he just has nothing on the front line right now. He must be pieced, I imagine. In fact, we're now getting a religious war over Mapuche. Or sorry, over Simón. So that is actually pretty surprising because Simón is probably the best civ in the game, at least in this group. So, left at least. And you could argue that he's like second best behind only Babylon. So yeah, I mean, this is a little upsetty-ish for sure. That being said, you know, at this point, if you're Simón, you're just trying to get as many points as possible. I think you want at least 400, probably closer to 600 again. So at that point, you're going to be a little easier, a little better position to actually survive next round. He got a Golden Age? What? How? All right, hold the phone, everyone. How? I don't even know what sound that was. How? My God, okay. He is on his way back. Dude, how? Where did he get era score from? What the actual crap here? He had 79 era score. My God, dude. What's funny is Tamar was at 74 and Lautaro's at 75. So it was close. He must not have gotten that many points for that first Golden Age and just kind of like rid and almost got a Dark Age that first era. Wow, that is just mind-blowing, the fact that he ended up recovering there. I thought there was no chance for that. The bigger thing is he's now running around crossbows against these Holche, which are only, 28. I mean, they're basically better than archers, but, like, the crossbows are going to eradicate them. He does have a lot of them, though, so we'll see if the Tier 1 units in mass can fight the Tier 2 units. We'll have to see how that one ends up working out. You ended up losing. Tamar lost one of her cities, but not that big of a deal. The bigger thing is Rome in first place? No, Lay 6 guy is. Where are the wonders right now? Yeah, Rome's not popping out as many wonders as I kind of thought. I kind of thought because he doesn't have really anything else going on, he'd be popping out a bunch of wonders, but not entirely true. He did end up grabbing La Venta, so congratulations on that. And he's popped out 2 more. Oh, no, another settler. I thought that was a settler, too. Settler and a knight. And oh, interesting. So Tamar getting bold and settling right on the edge of Rome. Okay, we'll see how that ends up working for you. Poundmaker is flipping here in just a couple turns. The pikemen are now rolling around as well. So yeah, the vampire's at what combat strength right now? 45 combat strength. So that's not bad. It's at the man-at-arms combat strength. I mean, she still has a ton of troops here, but she has nothing to bring down the walls, so she's going to have a hard time. Ooh, is Poundmaker still flipping? Yes, it is, even with Carthagena flipped. Okay, that's good. That's good for Simón, because if all of a sudden they both just neutralize, that would actually be kind of hilarious and really bad, but... Yeah, he's got decent loyalty pressure, not because of Bogada, but rather because of, what, Guayaquil? Something like that. I can't roll my R's, man. I can't roll. Every once in a while I've been able to roll, but it's like if I don't think about it and I just pronounce something every once in a while, it's like, oh, hey, I rolled that. Yeah, I can't. Blame my Spanish class. We already went over this, and we already talked about this here in this series, so I'm not gonna re-harp my Spanish teacher, okay? Whatever. I wish him all the best. No idea what they're doing, because... You know what? I don't care, actually. I really don't. Like, it's like one of those things, like, what are your high school people doing? Or what are people in high school doing? I don't know, and I don't care, honestly. I really don't. Deleting Facebook was, like, the greatest thing I ever did in my life. Honestly. Straight up. Not just because of the Zuckerberg. Well, I mean, actually, a large portion because of the Zuckerberg evil mastermind kind of thing, but... Just getting rid of, like, I don't care what people are doing, man. You know, exes and all that fun stuff, like, whatever. They can do whatever they want. I don't care. So they now have vampires, but once again, they still have nothing to bring down the walls. So even with the sieging, they're just not going to be able to bring it down quick enough. Like, because they'll hit it, but they're just going to lose so much combat strength. And the AI just doesn't pillage farms, which is so sad. I mean, every once in a while they do, but, like, you had the vampire right there on top of that farm. You could have pillaged that farm and then just absolutely destroyed, and you've been in such a good spot. Instead, you moved away, and now the crossbows are going to shoot you, and you're not going to die, but you're going to take quite a bit of damage. You're up to 50 combat strength. Okay, so yeah, having that plus 20... Nope, now the vampire died. But having the 20 combat strength advantage over the crossbows is going to help you one hit, potentially. I think 24 is a guaranteed one hit. No, I thought it was 36 was a guaranteed one hit. Yeah... I thought it was something like that. I don't know. I have to go back and look at my video. I have to go look at the description on my video and what the actual guarantee was. I have it somewhere. Actually, you know what? Do I still have the document? I bet I still have the document. Documents. That wouldn't be under walls. Let's see. Second chance. Civs. Communism. Reverse knockout. Walls. See, I have the script for the wall one, but I don't see the script unless I added it to the same thing. Nah, it doesn't look like it, man. Yeah, scripted things that Brian doesn't really enjoy doing. I don't enjoy scripting videos all that much. I can, but I'm not a huge fan of it. I'd much rather actually just record gameplay. That's just my thing. All right, so Rome ended up taking Caspi, but it's going right back now to Tamar, dude. I gotta be, like, I'm impressed by this. Rarely does the AI end up responding and taking something right back. Now, it'd been hilarious had she raised it. That would have just been, like, the greatest thing in the world had she just gone and raised it. Okay, so Gran Colombia is back to normal, except she still needs Cincia, which, you know, I actually think he's probably in line for a golden age now because he ended up conquering 2 cities. I don't know if he had any wonders though, so we'll see. And he is trying to get another golden age. I don't know. If he could get another golden age and get Tamar or Lady Six Guy with the dark age, then he might be able to get his empire back all the way. I would assume, Cincia, would it be the one that flipped as opposed to like one of the ones that are like way to the north that aren't really next to anything? So, University of St. Clair popping out over here for the Cree. Not much else happening. Tamar with the wonders. Nope, she's just building military units because she's fighting Rome, trying to defend. Rome is working on the Kiowa as well as the Forbidden City. So, grats there. Dude, yeah, he's got a nice little empire right here. Yeah, dude, Rome should be in first place at the end of this game. If he's not, like, it's going to be kind of shocking. Now, the other thing that could be happening as well could just be religion. Because he's only flipping himself. That's really going to be the only opportunity, because honestly, the only easy flip is going to then be Gran Colombia, and it looks like that one's already taken by Mapuche. At least it's some free points for him. So yeah, Rome is currently in first place. 45 wonders, so he's still a little behind on wonders. Simon's at 322. So, you know, he's definitely not out of this at all. The bigger problem right now is he's way behind in science and culture. Now, he has probably as many cities and as many, like his science is right up there with everyone else. The bigger issue is because he didn't have all these cities, he's going to be pretty far behind when it actually comes to tech. I say that, he actually has 29 research. He's only one tech behind. All right, never mind. Okay. Interesting. I kind of figured since he was down like multiple cities this entire game that he would not be as good in science, but I lied. Actually, Rome's way better than him right now. But still, I mean, they're only a one tech advantage, which isn't, you know, end of the world. Lacking culture, though, is maybe a big thing, because that's going to be most of the wonders are going to be under the culture tree. So he might not be able to catch up with any wonders. But I still believe if he can get to 600, I think he's got a really great chance. So he ended up losing Cali. And then another Dark Age here from Mapuche. Rome and Lee. 6 guys also got Dark Ages. And then the 2 island civs got their own Golden Age. Got a Golden Age. Cancia is flipping currently to Maya. I don't think that's going to stay that way, though. Pretty sure that one's going to flip. And yeah, both of these towns just grew, and immediately it's now flipping over there. Yeah, not shocked on that one. That I felt was going to end up happening. So Gran Colombia is about to get his full empire back then. So congrats there. He's not losing anything either to the Dark Ages. So Cali's not flipping. It is. It's slow, though. The thing is, like, I don't know. Cali wasn't necessarily his part of his territory. What's interesting is he didn't come settle this way. Oh, I actually thought that was hitting the water there, and I was kind of confused because I was like, wait a second. I didn't know you could hit water. Actually, I'm fairly certain that's in the game rules that you can't hit water. Yeah. Yeah, that's one of the things I did, by the way, when I did my apocalypse, my suicidal apocalypse mode, where it's like apocalypse, like turn 1. I actually allowed comments to hit water, which is not a hard change. It's literally like a yes or no in the XML file that you can just change like to yes. And I think it makes it a little more fair because, yeah, you're getting comments every time. But the thing is, like, okay, on smaller maps, comments are just that much more punishing. Smaller land maps, or maps that have less land mass, would probably be the better way to describe it. They're going to be so much more punishing because there's really not much to hit other than like important things. Now, on larger maps in which you have just tons of land and like no water, like for example, like any of the lake, like the lake mode, the lake map or the highland map or anything like that, you know, comments are just going to be almost like insignificant at that point. So when I turn down the water, basically it kind of like balances it out. So when it can hit the water, then yeah, it's not that big of a deal. So Setia flip, but that one's going to flip right back. So not a big deal there. Oh, Cancia ended up getting conquered, I think. Yeah, I'm assuming that one was conquered and not flipping. Interesting. Gran Colombia, that sucks though. Wonder if the knight just had enough combat strength to do that or what? Because surely that didn't flip back to her that quickly. I mean, she's got some okay-sized cities. I guess Bogota still isn't quite there. But, I mean, basically all 5 of his cities should be putting loyalty pressure on that. Cali's flipping now in 5 turns, so yay. Mapu ended up flipping back to Mapuche. So, yeah, everything's basically then back to where we started at the beginning of this era. So, I think it's probably a good time to put in a pause here in this first episode. Simón is at 400 points. Remember, 1,600 or so is going to be your goal. So, he's going to need another 1,200 points for the rest of this game and next game. Possible? Yes, for sure. We'll see. Trajan is halfway there, so he's looking pretty good. Well, not quite halfway there, but I mean, honestly, the bigger thing is he's really only 300 points down from the leader, which is not that bad. And he still has a lot of opportunity to throw down some cities. But so does everyone else. So we'll see how everything else ends up shaking. Looks like Rome's more interested going eastward, which good thing he grabbed Setia because now he can still settle all through here. Tamar is at the edge of, I mean, she really can't settle much more. Although, I mean, she's got the hills here, the desert hills, which aren't horrible. And she can also settle up there too. And then she even has potentially some islands here as well. But all right, for now, we're going to wrap this episode up here. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, drop a like, comment. Let me know what you think. As always, hit the subscribe button, join the game, comment, share your support. We'll be back tomorrow with the continuation. Till then, bye everybody.